Hello everybody, welcome to our second live stream of today. We are on Microsoft Flight Simulator doing this flight from San Pablo to Málaga. IFR flight, so we're going to take off, follow the path out here, and then we'll start making our descent into Málaga. So let's get in here and get everything ready to go so we can get up in the air as expeditiously and forthwith as possible. Drink of water there. Sorry about that. Oh, now that the edge has been taken off of the morning by our craziness in Formula 2.
Runway 09er ready for departure IFR to Málaga.
Musket 237 altimeter tree 0.00 and 09er 2 at tree. Cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Cleared for takeoff runway 09er Musket 237.
It's already kind of sunny, but we're going to make sure we don't have anything to worry about. And let's make sure we have our... Go. There's that. Take off 7,000 feet. We should cruise to about 20,000. Alright, let's get a few other things done here. We don't need the landing lights on right now. And I think we are all set. Have a quick look outside one more time. Yeah, everything looks good. Let's go. Hello, Mick. How are you? More than enough runway here.
Musket 237 contact Madrid Center on 118.275. Good day.
118.275 for Musket 237. Madrid
Audio
Center,
Seville.
Musket 237 is passing 1,000 feet, climbing 7,000 feet.
Musket 237 Madrid Center altimeter 29.92 continue to Sierra Victor Lima as planned.
Now we're not flying straight there. We have a...
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet, Musket 237.
We have a bit of a weird way to get there, but so we're going about an hour flight. Oh, I wonder who else left the quick like and then dipped out. That's okay. All right. We got a nice little flight planned, I think, for the day. And tomorrow we'll pick up from Málaga, and we'll be heading to Our next stop will be Almeria. Yeah, that's our next stop. Hello, Sue. Oh, well, welcome. That's okay. You're more than welcome to have a cup with me, I guess. Hello, Chris. I was like, who's all popping in and leaving a thumbs up and not even saying hi? I can only have my suspicions. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna fly out this way. Then we will turn towards Málaga, and then we'll line up for our landing and put it on the ground nice and neat with a bow on top. First it was Bex with the quick hello and goodbye, and now it's Sue coming in and having a cup of... What did I do to deserve this? So yeah, we had an interesting morning there in Formula 2. We were able to convert some bad qualifying to a win and all that, so we remain at the top of the table so far. And we'll try to stay there for the rest of the season. Was not expecting to qualify 10th, that's for sure. And I was trying to think, I had story time. I had a topic I was going to talk about. I'm trying to think what it was. I can't remember what it was going to be. Well, I can't do marriage time like Mick did the other day in his stream. Marriage talk with Mick. I can't comment on anything like that since I'm not married, nor have I ever been married. So I can't really say anything about marriage. Let's see what else. I don't really want to talk about food because, you know, that gets a little bit boring after a while. Let's see, what else is there? I don't know, what else? There was something else I was going to talk about, and I don't even remember what it was now.
Musket 237 climb and maintain flight level 200.
I can do that.
Climb and maintain flight level 200 Musket 237.
We have the technology. Oh, I know what it was. Yeah. So the other day I was commenting in mixed chat about how I used to, and it started when I was at the community college as a student. And I noticed that most everybody dresses kind of similar. Most everybody's walking around in jeans and a t-shirt or shorts and a t-shirt, or in some instances, some of the young ladies were wearing yoga pants. Sometimes people were wearing gym short, like sweatpants or pajamas, basically, like sleeping pants. Like I have a pair of sleeping pants that, if I want to take the garbage out, I'm not going to put, all my clothes on. I'm just going to put my t-shirt, I'm going to put my sleeping pants on and walk out there and walk back in. I don't feel like having to put my chinos on or something to go out to the dumpster here in the back of the parking lot and all that. So, or if I go to check my mail, I'll just put my, it's lounge pants, whatever you want to call them. But anyway, so I noticed that everybody was just kind of blending in, right? And sometimes I think that's by design. Nobody wants to stand out for whatever reason. And so I started thinking about it, and so I happened to, one day I just said, I just want to see how different people will act if you show up shirt and tie, nice pants, nice shoes, and it's like a total shift in how people view you. Suddenly everybody's talking to you like, oh, hey, and what I noticed was a lot of students would assume that I was faculty, and would come up to me and say, well, excuse me, how do I do this? I'm like, why would I know? Well, I thought you were faculty. They make that assumption about you. Even some teachers thought I was also a teacher. And it was a very weird thing, but it was like everybody starts to treat you differently. And there was times when I wasn't staffed because I was dressed the way I was, I would get a faculty discount. And I wouldn't, they didn't ask for any kind of ID or anything to prove who I was. They'd say, oh, faculty discount. And I'm just like, and that usually happened at the cafeteria in the morning. I'd go through there for breakfast before my first class. And I would just, hey, if they thought I was faculty, who was I to say anything different? They made that assumption. I didn't give them that. But it's amazing how quickly people view you in a different light when you set yourself apart from everybody else. And so, like on the first day of school, even after I graduated, I would show up in a shirt and tie, and basically I would try to answer questions for new students so that my department chair could essentially handle other things. But yeah, it was really odd how quickly people's attitude changed towards me when I showed up in a shirt and tie. Like I still to this day, it just boggles my mind. Now when of course, all those classes I did were in person. When I was going to Syracuse University, everything was online. And so I would, there was times when we'd have a presentation or something, and I'd try nice for the presentation because I just thought that was the right thing to do. And some students would still come in like they just rolled out of bed, and even though the teacher would say, take a moment and at least try to make yourself look presentable, a lot of students just don't put the effort in for whatever reasons. You know, they just can't be bothered. But yeah, that was my story. I remember. That's what it was. How quickly, how, you know, and I used it as a social experiment, and in a way it worked. In a way that I didn't expect it to work. You know, it was people treat you differently. They look at you differently. Everybody suddenly puts these expectations on you that don't really make any sense. You know, so yeah, it was very strange, but yeah. And some people, of course, don't like when you set yourself apart like that. They start thinking that you're up to no good, or you've got some kind of a motive or whatever. And I did it just to see if, as a way to kind of see if how people change their perceptions.
Wheezy 8607, you are 79 miles north. Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect VOR DME runway 12 approach via Amigo transition. Cleared to Amigo.
But anyways, so that was the story. I was.
6,000 feet. Expect VOR DME runway 12 approach via Amigo transition. Cleared to Amigo Wheezy 8607.
Hello, Bex. Nice to see you here. Well, it said some people did the casual thing, but some people took it to the extreme, Sue, that they would come in and just, like, they rolled out of bed. Sweatpants and a nasty t-shirt or whatever, and either flip-flops or, clogs or whatever they're called, Crocs, I think. They just don't. But, especially at Syracuse, because it's a private university, you have a lot of visiting...
237 traffic is 10 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 195 generic. Report them in sight.
Musket 237.
Oh, sure, I see him way out there. I got the binoculars. Yep, I see him way out there on the horizon. I'm kidding, I
607
don't.
traffic is 1 o'clock, 2 miles at flight level 200 Beechcraft King Air.
Oh, come on, Easy 86. You see me.
Musket 237 traffic alert. 3 o'clock, less than 1 mile, flight level 190 generic. Report them in sight.
Sure, I
Musket
see him.
237 have the generic in sight.
I see everybody, but nobody sees me. Come on.
07 traffic in sight.
There you go. Big salute to Easy 806. Oh, here's telephone voice. But yeah, we had you have visiting lecturers or somebody who works in the industry that maybe you're interested in getting into. And you never know when you might talk to somebody who it may open a door for you. For a job interview or an internship or whatever. And people never thought about that. They never put the effort in to, make an effort to, they didn't put the effort in to make themselves look presentable in the off chance that if you meet somebody who can help you out later on, they don't think about that sort of stuff. Oh, I didn't put, I do the crusty salute. The crusty salute is like a normal military salute. If I do the middle finger salute, I'll tell you. I'll be like, yep, we left them the year number 1 salute. There you go. And I think of the crusty salute thing, as I like to call it. Most people probably never seen this movie. 1941 is one of Steven Spielberg's first movies that he did. And it's the story of this, I guess in a way it's loosely based on a true story that, you know, during World War II, LA thought that they were going to be attacked by the Japanese naval forces. And so it's these cast of characters who find themselves in these really crazy situations. And my favorite character, of course, is John Belushi's character of Wild Bill Kelso. He's a fighter pilot. Yeah, I did. Yes, I did to my race engineer several times, Mick, because he was on my every last nerve. So Wild Bill Kelso, he's flying around in his P-40, and you know he thinks he's tracking a Japanese squadron somewhere over the coast of, you know, near the LA area, but he's not 100% sure. He's like all over the place. Like in one particular moment, he lands out in Death Valley and pulls his plane up to a gas station and tells the lady who comes out to talk to him, fill her up, and she's like, where? You know. But anyway, later on he lands in the alfalfa fields of Pomona, and there's like this air base up there. This crazy general is up there, and so they're both like just absolute nut jobs, right? And Captain Kelso lands, and he pulls up, and he hops out, and his leg's half asleep, and he's trying to wake his leg up, and all this stuff. And anyway, he's trading information with the maybe it was Colonel, I forget, but anyway, for the senior officer. And then so he walks out there, and he said, and you know, he goes, my name is Wild Bill Kelso, don't you forget it. So the senior officer says, that's the kind of talk I like to hear. That's it. Let me hear your guns. And he's like, my guns? Let me hear what they sound like. Gang, gang, gang. So he's like, okay, if you insist. So he just hits the trigger on his guns on his aircraft and just lights the place up. It takes off. So, you know, they're walking around. They give these like really snappy sort of salutes that, you know, they're not really like, it's one of those just quick sort of things. You're acknowledging the other person, but it's not like a you know, you're stopping and actually giving a formal salute. It's just one of those kind of things. You know, like, I recognize you're my superior officer or whatever, and, you know, I just give you a quick salute. You know, I don't really care to do it correctly. Which reminds me, when I was in Fort Huachuca for a year after 9/11, we were checking IDs at the gate one time, and I saluted. It was an officer, so I gave the greeting of the day, saluted. This person didn't touch, you know, do the salute correctly. They took their right hand and brought it to the tip of their nose and saluted me that way. Like, completely way out of regulation. Not even funny. And I was just like, wow, you couldn't even make the effort to salute me properly. Wow, okay, thanks. You know, I know I'm nobody, but geez, at least I did it correctly and gave you the proper greeting of the day, but you can't even show me a little bit of respect for doing that. So yeah, that's the crusty salute, the really quick sort of thing. So yeah, you'll know if I do the I didn't go in looking respectable when I was working on the cars. Oh, well, okay, yeah. Well, that's different, Chris. That's a different thing. You're not expected to be wearing a shirt and tie, or you could wear it in and then put on your coveralls or whatever, your overalls before you work on the car. But that's still not a you know, that's not something that people would, I don't think, would expect. Now, if you were like, I'm going to put something nice on and I can change at school because maybe you're going to an interview later on, or, you know, you're going out to a nice dinner later and you don't want to have to run home and change and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah. So, no, I'll trust me, if I give your number one in my heart salute, you'll know. I'll tell you. So you don't have to worry about that. Let's just have a look to see what's happening around here in the on the flight deck. Apparently Not supposed to say cockpit anymore. It's flight deck now. So yeah, so tomorrow we'll take off from our destination today at Málaga, and then from there, let's see, that's Thursday. Friday we have a flight planned. Oh, we're doing some island flying tomorrow. Yes, and not tomorrow, on Friday. That's what I. Yeah, we got a nice little flight off the coast of Africa, I think. North Africa. So yeah, we're gonna do a nice little flight over some islands to the southwest of Morocco, and Casablanca, and all that. So yeah, gonna have a nice little flight there. And then Saturday we're doing a water takeoff and landing. Should be a good flight for that. Some beautiful coastal scenery, hopefully, and we'll try to stay low and slow enough to make it a bit of a sightseeing tour as well, if possible. Yeah, looking forward to that. And it will be in a plane that actually can take off and land in water, not a water landing like I did with the F-14 in the Savannah River. So, yeah. I think we will make our... Pretty soon we should start turning towards Málaga. Yeah, that race. I gotta see if I can find a way to mute him, because he was on my every last nerve today. Man, it's like Clarence went to be my race engineer in Formula 2. You know, the only thing is Clarence doesn't talk here. We just have to watch our map here a little bit and see what we should make that hard right here soon. It might be this marker, or it might be right after that one. So, yep, tomorrow we'll pick up back in F1. We're going to Monaco. Oh, boy, that's gonna be a real nail biter tomorrow. You thought today was gonna be hectic. Oh, it is not gonna be easy to pass Monaco. That's for sure. Okay, yep, looks like we got a big right turn coming up here. So probably we're going to go way wide and come back around and then get back on track. So yeah. And apparently I just saw an article the other day, pretty soon, at some point, no release date yet, but the Concorde is coming to Flight Sim, the PC and Xbox version. I've read some things that it's going to be very complex to fly. How complex, don't know. But they've got some. I think they're trying to figure out a way to make it, if you want the more complex sort of flying situation, flying it, you can, but you could also have like maybe a study level Concorde. I don't know. But that would be really awesome to fly. You know, of course, that would be like a New York to London sort of flight. You would take off from like JFK or something like that, and once you get out over the Atlantic, then you zip up to the cruising altitude, go to Mach 2, and then before you know it, you're already starting to descend into Heathrow, I guess. I think that's where it flew in and out of. Is that correct? If somebody could put that in the chat. Am I guessing it correctly that the Concorde used to take off and land at Heathrow? Oh, I should say, I don't go to school anymore. My funding for my GI Bill ran out, and I applied for what they call vocational rehab, which for veterans who have a service-connected disability, they can pay for school or help them pay for school. The problem is that they're very strict on what they will and won't pay for. So if you want a degree in English, for instance, you know, like you're going to be a lit major. Well, is that degree going to lead to meaningful employment? Unless you're going to be a teacher, no, it's not going to lead to anything, quite honestly. So, yeah, it took off from Heathrow. Oh, thank you, Nick. So yeah, they're very particular about what they will. You know, if you're going to a trade school, they will, you know, if you want to be a plumber or electrician or, you know, AC repair person, welder, anything like that, they'll definitely do it, you know. But for anybody who, if you want a regular degree, they're very particular about what they'll accept and what they won't. So, yeah, my time at school's done. I'm okay with that. It's fine. It gives me more time to just, you know, I don't have to worry about homework anymore or anything like that. It's, you know, so yeah, we went way off track here. So yeah, that would be kind of a cool thing to do. If I read the article correctly about the Concorde, I think they're trying to make it where it's going to be, where you can have it be a, you know, you can make, we're flying to an area called Málaga, Bex. We're in Spain, so we took off from the airport San Pablo, and we are on our way to Málaga. And then tomorrow we will fly from Málaga to another airport in Spain. And then Friday we're doing an island flight off the coast of North Africa. But it seemed to me that the islands are under Spanish authority, I think. Oh, yes, Mick. I kept hearing that this morning when I was listening to radio news. They were talking about that. I think that's just fantastic. You know, I know a lot of people are probably not going to be too pleased that. And, I mean, technically, he's not going all the way into space. I think they fly up right around the edge of space or something like that. But it's not like he's going to go into orbit for, you know, 3 times around the Earth and then they're going to call it good. I don't think it's just, you know, like you're going to go up and then he may experience some weightlessness for a minute or so and then that's going to be it. But, you know, I think that's absolutely fantastic that he's getting a chance to do that at his age. So he will officially become the oldest person who will, I guess, technically go into space, but there's always these little bits of you know, what is defined as space and all that. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I guess so, but it's, you know, it's, yeah. I think it's just, it's really awesome, though, and, you know, it's, but anyway, so yeah, we're going to do some island flying on Friday, and then we're doing a water flight on Saturday. I'll show you guys on Saturday what the plan is for that. You know, I want it to be a bit of a surprise, and then I have a flight planned for Sunday. Don't remember where was that at. I think I remember, but I wrote this stuff down, but I don't never. Oh, okay, yeah, we're going from Roanoke, Virginia to this one. I can tell you for sure. From Roanoke to Clark County Regional in Indiana, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it should be a fun little flight. Yeah. People are naming it the Enterprise. You know, it's interesting you say that, Mick. I was thinking about that, you know, when, you know, the first space shuttle, the Enterprise, you know, was obviously named, I think, after the Starship Enterprise, because Star Trek was such a huge cultural phenomenon, you know, even though it didn't run for that many seasons, but, you know, it's part of the cultural history of television. There was a lot of things done in the show that, for the time that it ran, would, you know, it did not. There were some things that they did, social things, social discussions that would, you know, most people in today's world would absolutely lose their minds. But yeah, so I think it's fitting that if they slap the name on there and all that, it's, you know, that's pretty cool. But anyway, so yeah, we got some good flights planned for the rest of the week. After this Saturday, though, just to kind of give everybody an update, if you missed what I was saying the other day, from after this Saturday going forward, the Saturdays will be Spitfire Saturdays. So we were going to fly around England in the Spitfire. We'll take off from somewhere and we'll fly around for a little while, and then we'll land. We're going to keep working at the Spitfire and hope that we start nailing the landings and just get better at flying it overall, I think. But I think it'd be fun to do something like a theme sort of thing on Saturday. So, you know, I know that will certainly excite the UK fans. But yeah, I think it'd be fun to do that. And then so we'll fly around, and maybe we'll buzz around London, you know, sometime in the Spitfire. And so yeah, we'll have some fun with that. I'm gonna wait till we get past this marker, and then we'll start our descent stuff, because lately we've been getting some weird requests as we start our descents. Let's see, that's 12. I guess I can go ahead and decrease it. I think we're not flying over anything too crazy.
Madrid Center, Muscat 237. Request 12,000 feet.
Muscat 237 descent and maintain 12,000 feet.
So I think we're going to be
Descend
okay.
and maintain 12,000 feet, Muscat 237.
Get way off the throttle here so we don't go over speeding. So yeah, got some good flights planned. Once we get closer to the end of the week, I got to start thinking about, you know, the following week where we're gonna fly. I want to bring back some aerial touring if possible. I think we talked about we were going to do Barcelona at one point. I know we did Lloret de Mar. We did Lisbon. So yeah, we'll fit Barcelona in there somewhere. Yeah. So we'll see how we get on. Now the tricky part is as we move further east, we'll start running into those the time differences. You know, like when we flew the other day in India, it was still dark. You know, or it was the sun had set and, you know, nighttime was moving across towards Europe. So, yeah, that's the tricky part. Okay, that's at 10, I guess we could say 9,000 feet. Okay, we're going to have to make some other adjustments here. We have to really get down to 12 here quickly so we can set ourselves up for a nice nice run in there into Málaga. Now Malaga's on the coast of Spain. So we should have some nice, well, we won't come in we won't go out over the Med and then come back in. So we're going to land, but we should have a nice view as we come into our runway approach there. Runway 12. Let's see. Let's go ahead and request 9,000. So we'll.
Madrid Center, Muscat 237. Request 9,000 feet.
Muscat 237 descend and maintain 12,000 feet. Expect 9,000 feet. Keep speed not above 250 knots.
I figured that would be the case.
Descend and maintain 12,000 feet. Expect 9,000 feet. Keep speed not above 250 knots. Muscat 237.
We should get the call to go to 9 here in a moment. And then we'll have another one. There we go.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Muscat 237.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get our lights on so they can see us. I want everybody to know we're here. Oh wow, look at this view coming in. Well, this looks nice. And 7,000 feet. We'll go ahead and request that now so that we can.
Madrid Center, Muscat 237. Request 7,000 feet.
Muscat 237 descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Expect expect 7,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet, expect 7,000 feet, Musket 237.
Wow, this looks really nice.
Musket 237 descend and maintain 7,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet, Musket 237.
Right. Okay, almost there. I think we got a bit of a adjustment to make. We're gonna turn right and then we're gonna fly a little bit and then turn left for our approach, if I remember the flight plan correctly. Oh, one of the areas I do want to fly in, and it's going to be a bit fun. I want to go fly in Burma again. I got to find it was quite some time ago. I was watching somebody on Twitch, and I was trying to follow along. Really beautiful scenery. We're going to land and take off on some really steep runways that are on these mountain tops and all that. Oh, it's going to be a blast. So we're going to throw that, maybe we're going to throw that into the mix next week as well. We'll advance the time so it's going to be light out so you can see all the scenery and everything. And we may crash a few times, but that's okay. We're going to try to land, stop, turn the plane around, and zip right back out. So, yeah, that's the plan. But yeah, we're going to have some fun with that. Alright. Can't see. Okay, that's about 6,000 feet. I think we're okay at 7. We should get another drop here shortly. After this marker here, 6,500. It's not a really significant altitude for me to call in for.
Musket 237, contact Málaga approach on 118.455. Good day. Ryanair
Right.
89er, GR5, 0 miles north. Descend and maintain.
That's a good sign.
Expect VOR DME runway 12 approach via an Amigo transition. Cleared to Amigo.
Oh, look at this.
118.455.
That looks like,
Musket 237.
I don't know if that's like
Málaga approach, Musket 237, 7,000
wineries,
Musket
maybe?
237, Málaga approach altimeter 29er to continue as planned.
Mm-hmm.
Musket 237, you are 1 miles north.
See?
Climb and maintain.
No, I'm not gonna.
14,000
No.
feet. Expect
Yeah.
ILS Yankee runway 12 approach via Tulsa transition. Cleared to Tulsa.
Why would you tell me to go to
Climb and
14?
maintain 14,000 feet. Expect ILS Yankee runway.
All right, this is
12
what. So
approach
this is
via
what I'm
Tulsa
going to do.
transition. Cleared to
I'm
Tulsa,
going to dial it
Musket
in
237.
against my better judgment, but we're going to go. This is what we're going to do to deal with their numptiness. Just like that. Just this gentle climb. We're not going to expedite it. We're just going to slowly make our way, because I guarantee you any moment they're going to say descend and maintain, blah, 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 blah. So I'm climbing, but this is the best I can do. I'm sorry. Don't hold it against me. I wonder if these is all like vineyards down here. It looks like a lot of agricultural area, that's for sure.
Musket
Oh, what is this?
237, descend and maintain
See?
7,000 feet.
descend and maintain 7,000 feet, Musket 237.
Told you. Oh, I see. Okay, it's windmills right there. Power. I saw that, you know, maintenance road there, and I was like, what is down there that it's kind of stands out there on top of that hill? Come on, dude, you're... Oh, I see why. I was like, why isn't it descending to 7,000? Okay, well, now we got that sorted. I did give the #1 salute there to Málaga approach. In my mind, I didn't do it actually, but in my mind, I'm like, why would I go up additional 7,000 feet all of a sudden and then go right, That seems to be a new thing now. I don't know why. They tell you to go climb back up, and then a few minutes later, they're like, oh, go back down here. So I realized that the way to do it, to get them to shut up, is I just start making a small climb up, very slow, and then, at some point they'll be like, oh, no, go back down here. So, there we go. Anyways. So it should be after this one, we should turn towards the airport. And we'll start slowing down once we turn left. Nope, there's the coast. This is a really nice area. Molina. Wonder what's happening in the town of Molina right now. Is it siesta time, maybe? I'm a big fan of siesta time. Oh, speaking of Mick, have you sorted things out for tonight? Just out of curiosity?
Málaga approach KLM 1039er is passing 11,300 feet, descending 6,000 feet. KLM 1039er Málaga
traffic.
altimeter 29.902, continue to Mike Alpha Romeo as planned.
Well, I'm sorted. Yeah, but is
237 traffic is 2 o'clock 4 miles at 10,700 feet generic. Report the
sure, I see him.
Musket
I put on my
traffic
supervision. Yep, I see him. Sure, why not?
KLM 1039er traffic is 9 o'clock 3 miles at 7,000 feet. Beechcraft King Air. Report them in sight.
Come on, KLM. Let's go. Hit the sight button. Let's go.
KLM 1039er has
There you
Beechcraft
go.
King Air in sight.
Oh boy. Not me tonight. Well, I'm there no matter what. I'll be there. Because it's hammer time.
Musket 237 descent and maintain 4,800 feet.
I can do that.
Descend and
I have
maintain
the
4,800 feet, Musket 237.
I promise you. I hope I didn't let the cat out of the bag. I hope I don't get nobody in any trouble. Oh, I didn't even, I don't know what it was a surprise last night for Chris. You ended the stream before we knew what the surprise was, Mick. Alright, let's start slowing down.
Is passing 6,400 feet, descending 4,800 feet.
Musket 237 Madrid Center altimeter 29.902 continue to Nieper as planned.
Alright, we gotta expedite
Musket
that
237
descent.
contact Málaga approach on 118.455. Good day.
Going to 118.455 Musket 237.
It was a committee decision, Bex.
5,600 feet, descending 4,800 feet.
Musket 237 Málaga approach altimeter 29.902 continue to Nieper as planned.
Oh, okay. I was like, dang, I didn't even get to know. I thought because I had special privileges, I would have been cued in on the surprise. Okay. That's cool. I'm looking forward to hearing about it. All right. Wow, look at this. Oh, this is a really... I'm glad I chose this way because this is a nice approach, I think. I see that, Rob. Oh, an extra game. That's cool. Yeah, if I could adjust my F2 game to make things more exciting, so Mick's on the edge of his seat the entire race, hitting the invisible brake pedal. Well, of course, if they ask me what I would think about you doing another Astroneer stream tonight, of course I'm going to say yes. That's a no-brainer. I would like to, Bex. I don't know. I don't think we've ever figured out quite the particulars of the cross-platform on Astroneer. No, Mick asked what I thought about if you guys did Astroneer tonight. Of course, I'm going to be like, go for it. I'm not going to say no to hear the telephone voice. So, of course not. That's a no-brainer. But of course, I'll be in mixed stream no matter what. So, when he brought that up, I was like, "What? Astroneer tonight? Ooh, or Wednesday night? Oh, yes, please and thank you." Sue's going to say something here in a moment. All right, here we go. Yeah, nice approach here. over the hills and through the woods.
Musket 237 descend and maintain 3,200 feet. KLM 1039er descend and maintain 2,200 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,200 feet. Musket 237.
Descend and maintain 2,200 feet. KLM 1039er.
I love the purr.
KLM 1039er and maintain 1,600 feet.
It's like you think of spicy nachos.
Descend and maintain 1,600 feet.
Gotta get the motor running and head out on the highway. Once we get past this marker, there we go.
Northwest of Málaga. Contact Málaga Tower on 118.15 when inbound.
We are inbound. Let's go to talk to the tower.
You are 6 miles northwest of Málaga. Contact Málaga Tower
Okay,
on 118.15
so it sounds like
when inbound
KLM
on the approach.
1039 is ahead of us.
Tower on 118.15 Musket 237.
Lordy.
Málaga Tower, Musket 237, 3 miles northwest inbound ILS Yankee runway 12 approach.
Musket 237 Málaga Tower. Altimeter 29er.
I'm not sure which way KLM 1039 is approaching. You crazy Sue.
Cleared ILS Yankee runway 12 approach. Musket 237.
Oh, we got the inlet track on. Oh yeah, I heard.
KLM 1039er 4 miles northwest inbound for DME runway 12 approach.
All right, so we have to be aware that there is somebody ahead of us, so we may have to worry about a go-around. Yeah, pay your compliments, Sue, and you call me crazy. I don't know.
Málaga Tower, Ryanair 21565 miles northwest inbound for DME runway 12 approach.
Ryanair 2156 Málaga Tower. Altimeter 29er.9.
Boy, we got three planes coming in at the same time. Me and two others, it seems like. Málaga seems to be quite popular today. Okay.
Cleared to land runway 12. Cleared to land runway 12 KLM 1039er.
All right, KLM 12, you gotta promise me you're gonna expedite the.
Ryanair 2156.
Ryanair 2156 follow the aircraft on final.
Yeah, somebody was. I saw it on Twitch. Somebody was doing a run on Imola. And yeah, I can imagine that track is. You gotta probably spend some time driving around it several times to. I'm half prepared to go around because I think that's what's getting ready to happen here. Wow, look at this approach though. You got the Mediterranean right there in front of us. Cartama. Wow. I wonder what shenanigans are happening in Cartama today. We always like to know where the shenanigans are. Yeah, we got this nice approach here. Yeah, this was a good option, I think, for today. Coming down through this valley here, open up into the Mediterranean. Crazy Rob. Okay, so it sounds like KLM 1039 has cleared the runway. They just need to contact ground for taxi instructions. Yep, looks like I just saw there was a couple of planes ahead of us, it looks like.
Musket 237, follow the aircraft on short final. Wind 272 at tree.
Yep.
Cleared to land runway 12.
Cleared to
Alright.
land runway 12 Musket 237.
Crazy Chris. Yeah, that rhymes a little better than Crazy Rob.
Ryanair 2156 exit runway when able.
Yes, please, and thank you, Ryanair 2156. I'd like to sit down and then make my expeditious exit from the runway. All right, folks.
Ryanair 2156 exit runway when able.
Come on, Ryanair. You're killing me here, Smalls. Get off the runway. Do not make me go around. We should hear 500 here in a moment.
Ryanair 2156 contact ground on 1.
All right, he's off the runway.
955.
Nice. All right. We're all set to go then.
Ryanair 2156.
500.
There we go. Right. Ooh, we are a little far to the right there. Gotta get... I don't know how we drifted that far off, but we did somehow. All right.
Musket 237, turn next taxiway.
I can do that. Well, there we are, folks. People cut off your mouth, sunshine. Poor Mick. I don't think he's ever going to let that go.
Musket 237, contact ground on 121.955.
Going to 121.955 Musket 237.
Somebody needs to mow this lawn here.
Ryanair
955.
2156, continue taxi.
Ground Musket 237 taxi to parking.
Musket 237 taxi to General Aviation Parking via taxiway Alpha Charlie.
Taxiing to General Aviation Parking via taxiway Alpha Charlie Musket 237.
Roger, Ryanair 2156.
Well, welcome to Málaga, everybody. On behalf of myself and First Officer Clarence, we'd like to welcome you. We hope you've enjoyed today's flight. We know you have many options when it comes to your freightway needs. Glad you chose us today. Please do leave us a like on the way out. It's all greatly appreciated. Welcome to Málaga. The local time is, I don't really know. Okay, home, coffee, cook, wash hair ready. That's oh, thank you, Bex. That's a very precise time frame there, Bex. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like something happened with the. Somehow there's grass growing on the concrete. That's not very. It seems kind of odd. There should be grass right there to the right. It's all browned out though. Somebody hasn't been taking care of it. Well, the question is, how many times is Sue going to say in the chat tonight, get a room, you two? That's the big question. Inquiring minds want to know. Oops, stop a little short there. We'll pull forward just a smidge. There we go. All right.
Oral warning, okay.
Let's get the lights off. We like to save our light bulbs as much as possible. Oops. There we go. There it is. Depends on how you two behave. Won't be chatting the men up tonight. I'll be busy digging. Oh. Why am I not getting end of flight stuff? What do I got to do here? Everything's off, I think. Huh. Oh, I haven't stopped the engines, that's why. There we go. I always behave, Sue. I'm a gentleman. All right, there we are. An hour and 6. So we are 121 hours total flight time. Gotta crank up those nighttime hours, though. We gotta get that up to 50. So, yeah, we're gonna have to start incorporating some night flights, I think, at some point. Oh, thank you, Mick. Anyway, that's going to be it for today, folks. I hope you all enjoyed that very much. And tomorrow we will be back in F2, Monaco. And we'll see how we get on there. Not expecting a good result because it's going to be, unless we qualify well, it's going to be nigh on the impossible to get a good pass to get up to the front. And then we'll be back here. After that, we're taking off from here and going to another... Matter of fact, we could look at it right now before we wrap up. Oh, thank you, Sue. Thank you, Bex. Yeah, it's always nice when the flight goes well, isn't it? So, we landed here. We're going to take off from runway 12 again. No, we're going to take off runway 30. I'm sorry. And we're going to... It's over here somewhere, I think. We can just type it in. There we are. And that's going to go into runway 7. So there we are. Something like that. Of course, it's going to look a little bit different once we plug in the, ask for our IFR clearance. On the scary track. Yeah, man, that's going to be a doozy. But we'll do our best and see what we may not walk away with a good result, but we're going to try to keep the points coming in as best as possible and go from there. So anyway, so that's tomorrow's flight right there. Should be a nice one. We got a bit of a coastal approach, it looks like, into the runway. So yeah, that should be good. Anyway, that's going to be it for today, folks. I will see you all tomorrow. Formula 2, Monaco. Be there. Be prepared for the silliness. All right. Close out for that track. Yeah. Mine would be too, but that might cause more problems than anything.